question that we've been asked is, can I actually add dockets when I'm on court or when I'm actually outside? And the answer is absolutely yes. If you have a mobile app, you make it really easy. All you need to do is just go to that matter and add a docket. Like for example, I'm going to go into this Adam Pacman matter, and there is a matter here called Adam vs. Steffi, right? And all I need to do is just click on this top clock, and I say I want to add a docket. Let's say it is a second client meeting. It happened yesterday, on November the 2nd. It happened at say at 8 a.m. Let's say it happened at 8 a.m. Right? You click OK. And the billable time, maybe I met the client for 2 hours and 10 minutes. Now notice that when I say 2 hours and 10 minutes, uLaw automatically rounds it to a 12-minute clock, and I can add a description saying meeting to discuss settlement conference, and I can hit the done button. Now when I do that, you see that it's there right here, the second client meeting, and if I actually go to the matter, it'll be there too. So you could be remotely docketing, from your court, and your secretary or your assistant should be able to see that right in uLaw in her website. Now, similarly, I'm going to show another one, like, just add docket. Let's say it is a third client meeting. Again, the date, I'm going to give it as today. And then the time could be, say, 2 o'clock. And I can say the billable time. I'm just going to give minutes, so I'll choose minutes first, and I'll say 40 minutes. It'll automatically round it to 42, and you can hit the save button. So as you see here, now the third client meeting should also be there in uLaw. Now, it's not just about entering dockets, it's also about importing. Let's say you just called Joseph, who's the opponent of Adam, and and set up a settlement conference, and you want to docket that conversation that you had with Joseph in Adam's file. So you go here into his matter, click on the clock, and what you can actually say is you can say import a docket. Now import a docket, what it'll do is it'll pick out all the outgoing calls that you've been having. Like for example, in this case, Justin Joseph, you just called them a few minutes ago to set up this. It was a small conversation, only 3 seconds, but when you actually import it in uLaw, what it'll do is it'll round it to the next 6-minute interval, and it'll actually add it. So now that telephone conversation that you had with Joseph is actually now recorded. The phone number of Joseph, the outgoing, all that information is there. Now you can always come to uLaw here and edit it, and you say, you know what, I don't want all this information, or you can change it. We put all this information for you in detail, so you can come back to it and edit it and do whatever you want. So we take even phone logs, that you made, and we can pick it up here. I'll show an example. I'm just going to make a quick phone call here. I'm going to go to phone, and I call Justin Joseph right now, right? And let's wait, I'm going to make like a 10-second phone call conversation to him, and I'm going to pick it up into uLaw as a phone conversation. So that's a 10-second one. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to uLaw, and I'll pick it up. I'll say import the docket, obviously the 11-second one, pick it up, just say done. I did it on the mobile phone, right? And when I did it on the mobile phone, and I actually went to my matter, and I should see the 11-second phone call and the 3-second, the previous one I picked. So it's amazing how we have integrated and made you so mobile, with the uLaw mobile app.